let's open fragment first XML. I'm copying the XML code for the existing next button to use as a starting point. I'll paste it right before the text view. Now, let's customize this new button. I will change the ID to button open web. We want it positions nicely. So I'm removing the bottom constraint so it's sit below the text, and I'll update the text to read web dashboard. Next, we need to handle the navigations. So let's move over to first fragment.kt. Inside the onView created functions, I'm setting up an on-click listener for our new button open web. When click, this will trigger the navigation control to move to a new destinations, which we will call action first fragment to web fragment. You will notice it's red right now because that action doesn't exist yet. To resolve that, we need to create the destinations fragment. So I'm creating a new Kotlin class called web fragment. This will inherit from fragment. Now I need a layout for this. So let's create a new layout resource file name activity web fragment.xml. So I'm setting it up as a constraint layout and adding a web view inside it. We need to give this web view an ID. Let's call it web view, and ensure its layout, width, and height are set to match parent so it fills the screen. Back in web fragment.kt, it's time to set up the logic. I'm declaring the binding variable, which is fragment web binding. In onCreate view, we inflate the layout using this binding. Now, the important part, we need to configure the web view. I'm enabling JavaScript since most dashboard require it, and I'm setting a custom web view client so link open within our app instead of launching the default browser. Finally, I'm using WebView.url to point it to our specific dashboard URL. A good user experience required proper back button behavior. Since we are in WebView, we want the back button to navigate back through the web history if possible. I'm adding a custom back press callback using require activity on back press dispatcher at callback. Inside this callback, we check if the web view can go back. If it can, we call web view go back. If not, we disable this custom callback and let the default system back action take over. Now that our fragment is built, we have to tell the app navigation system about it. Let's open the navgraph.xml. I'm adding a new fragment tag for our web fragment, giving it the ID web fragment and pointing it to our layout file. Inside the first fragment tag, I'm adding the actions we referenced earlier. Action first fragment to web fragment, setting its destinations to the web fragment we just defined. Before we run, let's quickly check first fragment.kt. Everything looks good. The navigation's action is now recognized. One final step. We need to ensure our project has the necessary dependencies for the networking libraries. Now, let's run the app on the emulator to test it out. Share our web dashboard button. Clicking it takes us directly to the login page within the app, and the back button works exactly as expected. That's all from us. Thank you.